Hey, how's it going? This is Minister Gold. Today I'm going to talk to you about Twitch's dual format. Okay, so what is the Twitch dual format? Well, what that means is you can send one broadcast for your desktop view, and you could send another broadcast for your mobile view. Right now, if you only have the singular format, you just have the one format, then your entire stream is put in a small square on somebody's phone, and the other, like, I don't know, 2/3 of the phone are used for chat. Okay, unless you put it sideways, then it'll show just the entire desktop stream, but like with that, but then the chat will like cover like a third of it when you show it. So yeah, so to give you an example, let me show you an image from my stream. Okay, so here is an example. So up here you have the game. Okay, down here you have me as well as chat. Okay, and then yeah, then click here to see the redeems. I was adding captions, but apparently you could just use Twitch for captions, so I'm going to turn this off. But yeah, this is the basic idea. So game is up here, and then you're down here, as opposed to just putting all of this up here. So yeah, so I'll be talking to you about that, how I signed up for it, whether you should sign up for it. I think there's some things you have to think about, see how much they matter to you, and decide from there. First, let's talk about how do you sign up for it. If you want it, how do you sign up for it? Well, you can go to Google. Oops, sorry. You can type in Twitch dual format, and right now it's the first link. So I'll click on that. Okay. Let me let it load. And inside this pink box, if you click here, you'll be brought to a form. I was put on a wait list for like 2-3 weeks. They got back to me, and now I'm a part of the Twitch's dual format program, which is in beta right now. I've only used it for a couple days. I have not experienced any issues. I will tell you that the feelings on it are mixed, but not for any performance-related reason. The reason why people are mixed about it is because it reminds them of TikTok, or they're just used to the old way. They like the old way because it's the way that was, and so they like it that way because that's what they're used to. So as far as the objection of it looking like TikTok, I don't use TikTok. But I get how you can associate the view. Let me show you what it looks like right now. So you see what is on my desktop right now. Okay, this is how it looks on mobile. Okay, this is how it looks on mobile. Okay. Oh shoot. Oh well, you know, forget that part of me that's duplicated up there. But yeah, so yeah, I don't care if it looks like TikTok. Does it optimize the use of space, or does it not? So I don't really care about that. And as far as people not being used to it, if they don't like how it looks, I've been told, I haven't tried it myself, but my chatters tell me that they have the option to go back to the old way. So if one of your chatters is like, I like the old way more, go back the old way then. Okay. So how do you know if you have the capability to do dual format? Meaning, how do you know you have the PC specs and the connection to do the Twitch dual format? Let's see. If you go system requirements, right here, you look at this. These are system requirements. I'm not going to tell you how to set up AITUM, AITUM, but the AITUM plugin is how you will get another canvas so you can set up your dual your second format. And once you do get your Atom plugin, you'll be able to make scenes just for vertical and make it so that when you click on a scene in your desktop view, it'll go to a corresponding scene in your vertical view. But if you want a video on Atom, let me know and I can make that video. But I'm just talking about dual format right now. So what it is, how my chat responded to it, what I think of it, and whether or not you should do it. But yeah, if you want to know if you are able to do it, this is what you look at, is these under system requirements for dual format. So let's just read through this. So you have to, yeah, you have to have received the beta access, use OBS 31.1.2 or newer, have the vertical plugin for OBS for Atom Vertical. Let's see, as far as NVIDIA, well, as far as like video graphics cards, it's either NVIDIA RTX 3070 or higher, or AMD Radeon 6700 or higher. Let's see, you have to be on Windows 10 or 11. Your bandwidth upload speed has to be at least 13.5 megabits per second for 1080p, or 22.5 for 1440p. And yeah, they give you the links for like speedtest.net to test that. Yeah, they go into having the canvas, which you'll have via the Atom plugin, and then tells you what your limits on video tracks are. Okay, so yeah, look at those specs to make sure that your PC, your internet connection qualifies for the vertical format if you want it. And yeah, this gives you instructions on how to set up the Atom plugin, or at least it gives you links to Atom to learn how to figure out how to set it up, and then how to set it up further so you can use the dual format. Okay, and right here, so yeah, I guess this is what my chatters were looking at. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Okay, there you go. So yeah, while you're in chat, they will, I guess, see a button where it says go to classic view, and that's how they can go back to not having this format. Okay, yeah, so that is the link for or the page to both learn about Twitch as a dual format and access the link to request Twitch dual format if you want it. Let me talk about the pros and the cons, and you can decide for yourself how much these matter to you. Okay, so the pros and the cons are that stingers are limited. So let me give you an example. When I switch scenes, it looks something like this. Okay, so that's a custom stinger. I can't use that, and I can't use that in what is it? In the dual format. Maybe Atom will update it later so you can, but at this time I'm not able to do that. Okay, so on my starting soon screen, they will see, let me turn off this transition so you can stop seeing this. Okay, so on my starting soon screen, they see this on desktop, but then they see this on mobile. Okay, and yeah, I just have a game playing at the top. Okay. And that goes into some other cons, or some other pros, rather. Now, like I said before, instead of putting all of the stream at the top where that game you see is right now, you have the camera on the bottom, which in this case is a bad example because my camera for me is small. But you could dedicate that whole lower space to you, the camera, and then the top to the game. So you have the game looks bigger, and the camera looks bigger. Now it is a little bit cut off. The reason why it's cut off right now is because if I try to make this smaller, there will be some black space. Yeah, so there's some black space right here. So I go all the way down so I can maximize how big it is, but I lose a little bit of space on the sides. Yeah, so that's what it'd be like if it was maximized. So I'd rather just make it bigger and cut it off a little bit. Yeah, like I was saying before, yeah, chat is automatically displayed via Twitch, so you do not have to get you do not have to display a chat overlay, in your mobile canvas for the dual format. So it's kind of cool that Twitch handles that for you. Now, a limitation I forgot to go through about this is, on desktop, I have a lot of overlays that I use. Like I have overlays for my follows, my raids, for my redeems. Now, this isn't to say that you can't display those things on your mobile canvas, but obviously your space is limited. So what am I going to do? Am I going to cover my face? Am I going to cover the game? Like, all of these are bad options. Am I going to, what am I going to, where am I going to put overlays for like follows, alerts, raids, redeems, etc.? So it's just a bad choice. So I've decided for now to just not display my overlays on mobile, just to make it simplified. But I could make it so that it's just kind of small. Make it just kind of small. I have to make another version of all of my alerts through Mixitup to display it for mobile. So it's like making your stream all over again for certain aspects, a lot of aspects. So that could be a huge minus for you. But for me, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Just keep mobile simple. I don't care. All I want is chat, me, and the game. If you want to hear and see all the alerts, then switch back to the classic view. So yeah, keep that in mind. Your space is limited for overlays. So you got to decide whether you'll make space for it or whether you'll leave it behind for this kind of view. Okay. Well, that is all I have to say on this for now. So yeah, I'm using the dual format for now. I like it. I like how it looks, despite the drawbacks that I've talked about. But let me know what you think. Will you use the Twitch dual format? Why or why not? And yeah, if you want to talk to me about Twitch, Mixitup gaming, streaming, life in general, please follow me on twitch.tv/miniaturegold. And if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. All right, take it easy.